Argenta uses Stripe to process most e-commerce transactions. When a transaction is completed, it gets batched with all the transactions from the day. Those transactions are paid out to your designated bank account as one total deposit. To account for that, Stripe payouts are recorded in Argenta as deposits. I'm Andy O'Connor, the CFO for Argenta, and in this video I'll show you how deposits work and how Stripe payouts are automatically recorded in the system. Right then, let's have a look at deposits in the General Financials module. You can navigate there from the main menu here on the left. Choose General Financials, then Deposits. That brings you to the deposit list. Like all the lists in Argenta, you can take the standard actions like filtering the list, exporting, searching for a deposit, and the like. You can add a deposit if you have made one with your bank, maybe checks or cash. Those are deposits and should be entered here as well. Mostly what you'll see here, and more importantly, the deposits that are automatically entered for you are Stripe deposits. Okay, so when a donation is made, for example, it goes into the general journal in an account called undeposited funds. What ends up happening then is all the transactions that are batched as Stripe transactions are also added into their respective sections in the general financial system: donations, expenses, event ticket sales, and all other transaction types can be found in these lists. This is good because you can filter them, take action on them, run reports on them, whatever you need really, right where they belong. You must never go into a transaction like a donation that's come through Stripe and change the deposit account away from undeposited funds. Because if you do, your deposits won't reconcile, and in turn your bank account won't reconcile, and you'll find yourself in a real mess. All right, we'll click back over to deposits. Let's have a look then at the deposit by opening it. That'll take you into the Deposits Workspace, and you'll see all the details on the deposit here. Now keep in mind, this deposit was entered for you automatically. In the night, Stripe gives us a data stream of the day's payouts, and Argenta goes to work entering them as deposits, so you don't have to. Automating tasks is just one way we save you a lot of time so you can do the important things. Okay, so now you may want to know which transactions, like donations, membership payments, event ticket sales, etc., were batched in this Stripe payout, and you can right here on the Stripe Transactions tab. This is where the associated transactions are listed. You'll see which Stripe payout ID these are batched in, the total number of transactions in this payout, and the total amount of all the transactions combined. One way to check and make sure your deposit is correct and all the transactions are accounted for is to compare the transaction total with the deposit total here at the top of the page. Then for each item, you'll see the transaction ID. Also listed here, but redacted for privacy, are the associated constituent. That is the person in your system the transaction is associated to, and that constituent's email address. Okay, then you can view, and even better, you can open by clicking the link, the transaction of origin. So if the transaction was a donation, for example, it would show donation ID with the ID number of the donation. If it were an event ticket sale, it would be event ticket sale with the ID for that ticket sale as a clickable link, and on for whatever type of transaction it was. You'll also see an expense ID along with that. The expense is the Stripe fee, and you can open that as well. Then the date of the transaction, that's self-explanatory. Next is the total amount of the transaction. That's the gross amount. Then the Stripe fees that were charged for the transaction. And finally here, the net amount. That is the actual amount this nonprofit made, so the gross amount minus the Stripe fees. That is what you can expect to see in a regular transaction then. But there is another type of transaction you may see here. The Stripe credit card account updater fees. This is a fee charged by Stripe when a person's credit card has expired and they have to go back to the credit card company on your behalf to get the new information. Now this is really nice because it used to be that you had to contact your supporters on your own to get them to give you the information again, but now you don't have to. This will probably save you a lot of money and is worth that small fee. Right then, I briefly mentioned reconciling your bank account. I'm not going to cover that in this video, but I have another video that does go into that. You can find the video if you use our knowledge base at argentasoftware.com/KB. Search for the article on the chart of accounts, and hopefully you'll begin to see how this all comes together then. All right then. Thanks for watching this video. That's how you can check up on your Stripe payouts that are automatically entered into Argenta.